We're back at Byrd Stadium to start the opening faceoff of the third quarter, and it's Princeton again dominating. There were 9 out of 13 in the first half. And whoa, a big hit laid on by Massey. Ball still loose, but Princeton comes up with it again. Another check for Virginia, puts it back on the turf. They didn't get it in their offensive zone.
Offsides, Princeton.
Offsides is the call. They get it back. Again, sloppy play between the restraining lines. Let's see what adjustments Virginia makes. Far side. Here's Curry. The big cannon shot. He can't handle. And the defensive checks worry him by Harrington. So first possession after a real raggy faceoff goes to Virginia. They're down by 1 half to go in the national championship. Curry working down low now with Whiteley against a short stick. Knight up top. There's Wren and Watson.
Princeton electing to play the zone defense. Virginia has not generated many quality shots against the zone, so stay with it. Bill Tierney has elected to stay with the zone.
And Starsia obviously wants us to take a little more time against the zone. It's not something they haven't seen. It just requires a little patience. Curry to Watson. Back door is Whiteley. Watson lets me go one-on-one. Takes the shot. He's got both. Off the foot of Cairns. Watson is victorious for the Virginia Cavaliers. He is keeping them in the game until the fire of offense gets light under Knight and Curry.
4 goals for Michael Watson, and he takes it right to the heart of his zone. That's the second time we've seen him try to dodge against the zone. Not much of an angle here, left-handed. Pat Cairns got a heel on that. It deflected off of his foot into the cage. But a lot of the Virginia players seem kind of timid against the zone. Watson going straight for the cage, not really worrying about the defensive formation.
Looking like Doug Knight, who is really a fiery character, like to play the crease. Sacareta ball pushes Jeff McBean, and will go to Princeton again. They get the initial possession on the faceoff. Curry got the assist on the Watson goal, although it was pretty much a one-man effort. First half numbers, Clint.
Take a look at the numbers. Shots, Princeton with a slight advantage. Ground balls, big advantage for Princeton. And face-offs, one of the reasons why they were able to control the tempo. Saves, Princeton only 4, Virginia only 6. Again, Sanderson needs about a 50% save percentage, and Cairns would need about 60. Those are their season averages, and we got to keep our eye on that. That's going to be huge.
11-4, that's the face-off advantage for Princeton, and that is a huge number. We talk about numbers that count. Meanwhile, Ginter gets called for a penalty, and it's another extra man for Princeton. Now, they did the boxing one twice. This is the third shot at it for Princeton. And Princeton, or rather, Virginia abandons it here. They're in a regular rotation. Good stop by Sanderson, and the defense clogs him up.
Illegal procedure against Virginia. McBean with a quick shot. Watch the feed from McBean, turn and catch. Sanderson playing his angle so well. They called Virginia for holding McBean down. McBean was lying on the ground.
Tough call because they made a great play. Virginia really mixing it up in the man-down unit. They box and one, give 2 different guys, and then this, their third possession for Princeton, they abandon that with a regular rotation. McBean finally gets the ball on the ground, but he cannot collect it though. Smith. Back to Sanderson, he'll go far side. Near side's Mahoney, he doesn't see it. Finally gets to Mahoney, he better hurry. Mahoney being ragged by Hess. Here comes great man down stretch for Virginia. They dodge the bullet for the third time. Teams of even strength, and what a classic matchup. The man down unit really confusing. The great offense of Princeton. In close, rocket shot, and it's Whiteley, the captain, bringing his team to the first lead of the day.
Timmy Whiteley, the senior, we heard from him earlier, has played in this title game 2 years ago. Watch it, just steps up, no one plays him, and he lets it go. Straight overhand, down low. Beautiful accuracy right there. Did not have much angle here. The lefty, such a cagey player. Picks his spots so well, doesn't make many mistakes. And that time, looked like he caught the goaltender, not ready. That's such a severe angle shot. Poncho Gutstein.
Finally, Poncho, in the middle of the bullpen. Gutstein comes in for Princeton. Here he is, Poncho Gutstein, will put his finger in the dike in the semifinals to really get this team into this final. And now it'll be the senior's responsibility to get the championship for Princeton in '96. Cairns comes out, Gutstein in, and Princeton continues to dominate faceoffs. That is really starting to take a toll on on possession time. The first lead of the day for Virginia, and it happens several minutes into quarter number 3. 12-4 is the dominance in faceoff. Watson playing defense. Backdoor, rocket shot for Hess. It's tied at 7. And again, the high shot hurts Sanderson.
The high shot goes. Sanderson only about 5'7". Hess left all alone on the backside. We've seen Princeton make this look a couple times because the Virginia defense over-aggressive. They slide to the ball. They're very ball conscious. Hess all alone. Take a look at it again. Ozier, such a great field general.
Number 4 on the wing of the faceoff. Number 4 on the near wing of the faceoff. Quick release. Look at Watson coming in from the wing, number 4. They're putting him, he got caught defensively last time. I think the defense was looking to help him. The backside, Hess got a good shot. This puts 4 big shooters on the offensive end of the field if you get possession. Curry starts in the attack. Watson goes to the wing on the faceoff. And now you've got basically 4 great shooters on the field at one time.
And Watson is one of the, in fact, he has the most ground balls on the entire Virginia team. That's why they've got him on the wing of the faceoff. He's got 78 ground balls, and for an attackman to have that kind of number is fabulous. He's a great scrapper. He's a grinder. He gets the loose ball.
The only liability would be if you could call him defense and they take advantage of it. Virginia up top, Curry now to Watson with the rocket. He gets checked at the last moment, backed up by Knight.
Christian Cook moving his feet, the fastest of the Princeton defenders, gets that stick out. A little poke check towards the ribs of Watson, deflecting that shot wide. It'll be interesting to see how Gutstein reacts coming off the bench on a particularly chilly day. It's only about 55 degrees out. Didn't have much warm-up at halftime at all.
Good point, Quint. You want to put a hard shot on him. You don't want this guy to get comfortable. So Virginia wants to put a tough shot on Gutstein, make him earn his comfort level. Up top, Curry. Whoa. He's got it.
And that's the howitzer for Virginia. Curry has got a cannon. I think Gutstein thinks he should have had that one. Take a look at it again. The feed from behind. Curry, time and room. You'll get a great angle here. Watch this. Straight overhand. Laser off the stick of Gutstein. Again, Curry has been shooting the ball so well lately. 5 goals against Hopkins in the semifinals, and he's got 1 today.
Well, the third quarter gives Curry 1 assist to Watson to start the third quarter, and then that goal, we asked at the end of the first half, where is Curry? Well, we just found him. I think Don Stargey at halftime wanted to know where he was too. They adjusted some things to get him the ball, and he is the outside shot.
That's a savable shot right there, though. That's from 14 yards, hits the goalie right up in the stick. He's got to make that save in the national championship if you expect to win.
Rocket, they tie it up at 8. McDonough. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter, and we've got a ball game. 2 goals for McDonough.
The senior stepping up big time in the big game. Here it is again. Left all alone in front. Watch the accuracy. Right in the upper corner. Beautiful shot. Not the fastest shot, but look at the control. McDonough knows exactly where he wants to put this one. Right in the corner. Tough for Sanderson to make that save. And another goal up high.
Right. I think they're going top shelf all the way. I think one of the things they talked about at halftime is, hey, get the shots off his feet. Get the shots in that top quadrant of the goal. Princeton again dominating the faceoffs. They have tied the game at 8. McDonough was the first score for this third quarter. Hess actually scored such a second for Princeton against 3 for Virginia in quarter number 3. 16 goals scored in the game combined. Hess, a big factor in this third quarter, assisting McDonough, and he scores from Ozier before that. Face-off dominance, we talked about it there, the numbers went 14-5 at bad news for UVA. In close for Hess, he gets it checked out. In the crease, must be. In the crease violation against Princeton. Boy, Lawrence Smith had a long way to go before he got to the crease. He must have just had blinders on.
And that face-off domination should continue. Princeton uses a 2-man rotation. Mitchell will take 2 face-offs, and then Kramer will take 1. So those 2 players should be relatively fresh later on in this ball game.
Princeton still with the zone as they get it back to Whiteley, far side to Watson. Watson's with a big score. Watch the shot by Radeball. He fakes it now, carries it back to Whiteley. Watson 4 goals in the day. He is getting some attention, no question about it. Derek Katz a short stick against Watson. Watson likes this matchup. I think he wants to go. Hey, look at the slide. 3 players on him. Look at the slide from 2 different sides. He's got to give it up. Doesn't give it up. Whiteley was right inside him, had an easy go to the goal.
Gutstein got a kick on that one, hit him in the shin, the senior.
Nice location.
Little kick save he had. Gutstein smoked. Gutstein, 6'3", 200, takes up a lot of the cage. Not particularly quick, but on that last shot.
Watch this line, shot!
On top, this is room, and it goes wide. Ogie, a little bit of room up slot. They're making the two passes now, finding the soft spot of the zone. He's in the back of it. Knight has to shoot. He couldn't stand being out of the offense. He's a great player and just drove it to the cooker. He got a piece of the pipe, and that came back out.
Hit the pipe. Doug Knight has been quiet.
Throwing it down, that should be Virginia ball. They just threw it out of bounds as if it was a 10-man ride. A little bit of pressure, they just wanted the possession. The attendance today looks every bit as good as it was in the semifinal. A great crowd. And here's Watson again.
Right shot!
Up front, okay, he goes wide again. So Virginia now better looks at the goal, a little more patience on offense, and putting a little bit more pressure on a goalie who just didn't play at all in the first half.
They seem to know exactly what they want to do against this zone. Took them a half. First half, their only zone goals were Watson dodging for himself. Now they're getting the ball moving. They're getting that second and third pass. They're getting some nice shots at Gutstein.
Curry inside. Here comes the rate of ball back to Curry. Up top is Okie. Watson's begging for it on the backside. They back out and get to the zone, a chance to expand. You got to push in the one side and collapse the zone a little bit before you get the opening on the backside. Here comes inside. Oh, the stick check takes it high. Curry had room, and the slide got there in time.
Curry will shoot from anywhere. We'll let it go from 15, 18. And with a backup, it's not a particularly bad shot.
Curry asks for it, gets the cut. Again, a pipe shot. On the crease. Still loose. A push call on somebody. They're taking it against Virginia. It goes to Princeton.
Virginia is so dangerous in those loose ball situations in front of the cage. Whiteley, Watson, and Knight, not the biggest players, but they're so quick. Knight has a background in hockey, and a lot of times you come up with that ball and take a quick shot. You've got to be very conscious in those garbage situations.
Watson challenging. And it comes inside again. Here comes Princeton with a possession with the game tied at 8. Under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Leif Ellsmo, Quick Kesnick, Christy Lee is with us. He's down in this great event called the Lacrosse Championships for Division I.
We get it.
Eichelberger got the ball. He's behind. Big possession for Princeton. Isolation on the short stick defense. Watch out front. Massey wants to shoot it. Big save. Low. He went to the feet again. Sanderson owns the low zone. Smith is going to come up for the fast break. It's Ginger all the way. Ginger gets it to Watson. Near side. Whiteley pulls back. Whiteley looked at everybody, didn't like what he saw, and pulled back. Did not lose possession.
Whiteley always making the right decision. That time, Ginger looked to push it.
Curry! Right. Gutstein has not found the comfort level yet. Virginia doing a good job of running in the guns when they get offense, and he was undefensed.
Whiteley elects to hold it out, swings it tonight, and they get a break out of the box. Curry with a lot of momentum, subbing out of the box. Little spin move, and his outside shot sets up that spin move. Defensively, you know, Curry's got the outside shot. I got to get there, play defense. That time he tucked it, turned the shoulder, and he is putting the ball on the 6x6.
Spin move took him from a right-handed shot to a left-handed shot, gave him a lot more net to see that. So it was a good move all the way around. Curry, don't forget, Division III player, transfers to Maryland, playing at the highest level of the game and showing that he can do it. 1-goal lead for Virginia. Face-offs 15-5 in favor of Princeton as they continue to win that part of the game. And I think Starks is trying to find a way, obviously, to stop that dominance, because that could be the difference in the game. He's got to get some of these face-off possessions.
If Virginia can extend this lead, you've got to question how long Princeton can afford to play the zone. The zone worked very well in the first half. In the second half, Virginia is tearing apart the zone.
Curry, 2-1 in the second half. Knight, 2 assists. He's starting to give it up a little bit, and that's what he has to do to win this game. of fact, I wouldn't be surprised coming in this game if Knight had the second assist. He will get pressure defensively. Shot up top, goes wide. Christy Lee is down below with one of the best goalies in Division I. He was Division I first-team All-American. He's seen the great offense of Virginia. Christy Lee?
We almost saw that ball right into our thighs, too, Lee.
You got the best stopper
Boy,
right there.
I tell you, we have Brian Doherty, one of the best goalies from the University of Maryland. We just had a goal scored. Brian, quickly talk about the goaltending situation here today.
I think both goaltenders here today are under a lot of pressure. They're both having pretty good games, but they have very good offenses on Virginia and Princeton, so they have their work cut out for them today, pretty much.
Well, things are tied up once again. Princeton just scored a goal. Leaf, let's hear about it.
Barnsbach takes it. Go ahead, Hugh.
Yeah, a little slipping behind the cage. David Wren from Virginia just falls to the turf, and that seems to be a slippery area. Barnsbach comes around left-handed, no slide defensively, but again, a mistake because of the turf surface.
Princeton again dominating. As they take it behind and get the offense set up. Princeton was not behind in this game for the whole first half. They controlled, they never behind, they had the 1-goal lead at the half. Virginia came out with a little bit of fire in your eye, knowing this was the last shot at it. Losing overtime game 2 years ago to the same team. Princeton has taken advantage of, I thought maybe the other way around coming in, but Princeton's been the team to take advantage of the slips of the defense. They've had 5 ties in this game, this third quarter especially.
And I think the reason for that, Leaf, is the over-aggressiveness of the Virginia defense. Princeton plays a much more control-style defense, and in fact, in the zone, you're not asked to make that kind of play where you have to stop on a dime and change directions.
That's the move you have to make, absolutely right. Ozier now going against the short stick defense. That's Hoyd, so tough. Mahoney with a good position against Hess. Had Hess's eyes in contact. Hess took his eyes off it, bounces off, and goes out of bounds.
Hess was looking to force the right wing before he caught the ball. You can see he took his head off the ball, deflected off the plastic stick, out of bounds.
Sanderson now coming way out of the crease. Whoa, with the clearing pass. Curry, the big shooter, down to Watson. Howitzer to Howitzer. Those are the big guys. Whiteley will go back to set up behind. That's actually Knight now. They roll Whiteley up to the left wing. Wren has got 3:17 left in the third. Game tied at 9. Wren now goes deep to his left. He'll take an ISO. He's got Whiteley down low for help. Ball goes right into the really a poor move once he got the slide when he was in no position to make any feed.
Yeah, his hands were all discombobulated. There was no way that he was going to free up the stick to make the shot.
Princeton on the run, making run and gun. Hubbard. No, that wasn't Hubbard coming down. We took it in. It was Ben Strutt with the big speed on the clear. Hubbard got the first goal of the game, and really haven't heard from him since the goal department. Sanderson comes out with a gamble, and look at, he's feeling comfortable now to Smith. Working up on the far side. Here comes UVA, game tied at 9, 2:30 left in the third.
Smith controlling that massive matchup. One-on-one. Tommy Smith, one of the tougher defensemen in the country. Massive just doesn't match up well with him.
Inside, looking for the rocket break. Jump from the ground. Puts the ball down. Get a push call on McDonough. I can tell it was McDonough who was shaking his head before the whistle finished blowing. Virginia has not had an extra man play yet. That's one oddity of this game. They haven't even had a chance to run their offense.
And that's typical of this Princeton defense. They've only had 45 fouls for 25 minutes in the course of the whole season. That's less than 2 minutes per game. They do not foul.
A little bit of a look at their zone package. They've got Whiteley behind. Christian Cook sometimes goes back in pressure. They mix their zones right in the middle of the set. That's what makes it so tough to play on this Princeton team. Bad decision for Knight.
Cats.
Push call.
Princeton.
The great acting job by Knight. Look at Tierney can't believe it. It was an acting job by Knight who really got the whistle blown. Yeah, there was a push. Was it a big push? Nice move by Knight. He knew the referee was right there. He gets the ball back.
And Doug Knight, certainly one of the strongest and toughest attackmen that we know. Takes quite a push to dump Doug Knight.
Knight's not going down. No bounce pass far side. Knight wheels in. Can't get it through the defense. Beautiful job by McDonough who came in.
That is a gutsy bounce pass on this wet turf, especially since in the middle of the field, this field has a severe crown.
Possession's critical, both teams fighting. Here comes UVA, Red. Curry going down left. Shot from out front, and wheels around. Gutstein kicks it, and it just hit the pipe. Gutstein hit the pipe on his own loose ball. Oh my gosh.
I don't think Gutstein has any idea where that was, or how close that was to being a goal.
Whiteley trips the possession. Going to be the 4th extra man play for Princeton. And the small things add up against you. Princeton will load you up on these small technicals.
Watch the replay of this last opportunity. Virginia with some hustle on the loose balls. Whiteley and Knight are so tough on the loose ones. Here's Wren picking it up, and they're on the move. Watch the ball now. Gutstein gets a piece, and right there, kicks it with both his left and right foot off the pipe.
A little bit of a break for Gutstein. He only has 2 saves as you look at him. Came in, hasn't what you would call taken over the game. Hasn't been that terrible, but I tell you what, Virginia has gotten the lead. Now it's tied. The intangibles might make the difference. Princeton winning the faceoff war with a big margin. Princeton with the only extra man plays on the day. They're 0 for 3. This is their 4th chance.
Virginia very aggressive here on that extra man defense.
And they made the 5 passes. You had to make 5 passes to get somebody open. Virginia's showing you a different look on the man down. It was Hubbard with the cannon to the top shelf.
This was a cannon of the first magnitude. This ball was moving. Watch Hess make this catch. The ball's deflected. Makes a great reaction late. And Hubbard, time and room, just stinks the corner. Take a look at the water on the corner of this goal. This ball is moving up in the 90s range. Look at that accuracy. That is unbelievable.
He doesn't hit it that accurately. Sanderson has to save. Sanderson made a nice move to it. He only left him about 3 inches to hit, and he hit it.
You're not going to make that save, though. That is an absolute laser.
Virginia on the first base, I think, controlling the wild in the middle of the field. They can't get possession because of the footage. 14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Virginia with yet another chance if they can get it inside. Number 10. Does Watson know how much time is left? He doesn't. Oh, in the helmet. Gotta be a penalty. And the clock winds down. They'll start the 4th quarter with Virginia's first extra man of the day. Princeton with a 1-goal lead. All their goals in the 3rd quarter have been high, hard shots. Sanderson owns the lower floors, but this was an opportunity for them to get it moving. The big shot, Hubbard, cannon, laser to the corner, water splashing off the rope. We're coming back to the final 15 minutes. Princeton with a 1-goal lead. UVA with their first extra man play of the day. A great game of lacrosse, but don't forget, coming up after this, we've got Major League Baseball. The Rockies and the Cardinals, 1:15 scheduled to start for that one. It's going to be a great matchup of Major League Baseball. Watch out for Bichette and Langford coming up. Let's take a look now at some lacrosse. We'll take a look at the last 3 goals.
Curry for Virginia with a laser. Nice move. Spinning, beating Gutstein. And then Princeton, Bonsbach from Kent, Denver, Colorado, tying up at 9, and then this is the shot of the game right here. Hubbard, elevator shot, lifting Sanderson, top floor, penthouse.
And all their goals have been that way. In the second half, I think Tierney has made an impression on his team to shoot high if you want to score. Sanderson has eaten them up on the lower ones.
Look at the stats. Princeton outshooting Virginia. Ground balls, again, Princeton dominating the faceoffs and saves. Virginia with a 2 advantage.
Gutstein putting it all back on Sanderson. They got the ball back, but no possession. So Virginia will have another chance. They failed the first chance. Really not even a great opportunity to score. 4th quarter now, 1-goal game. Virginia's first extra man of the day. They look a little confused about where they want to be. There's Knight with a shot and an easy save for Pancho. Just gobbled that one up. Knight looks a little bit anxious to get his shots off. But since Cleveland's have been just dead giveaways back to UVA. They're taking time off the clock. Watch Smith. Up to Wren. They'll have to hurry now. the splits on this wet surface. Not particularly good shot so far in the second half when it's all even, so they've lost their chance for the advantage of 6 on 5. They still have possession. And Princeton, that's what they do. They kill you on the little things. They're winning the face-off war. They don't let you have much demands. Just don't foul. Watson in close. Big check on the slide. The ball's down.
Watson's going to be in the crease right here. Nice defense. I think at this stage of the game, when Watson goes to the hoop, you know he's going to get a lot of traffic from the Princeton defense. Watch Strutt come over. You had Neff and Strutt, the entire defense really triple teaming Watson. Good time for Watson to go to the cage, pull it out, and beat a teammate.
Absolutely. If Watson wants to win this game, get 3 assists the rest of the game, and try to win. They're looking at Watson going to the cage. Princeton, 1 goal lead. You know they'll take their time. They'll be patient. Ozier, good matchup.
You don't want to fall behind this Princeton team late in the game. They have excellent ball control. Their stall offense is just fabulous.
Smith on defense. Fouled up Massey pretty well. Hess. Mahoney, a good step check. Mahoney's got him there, but they sold it back to Hess. Hess will look for Ozier. Ozier's got this matchup. He kind of feels comfortable with. He wants to go against Drew Melchione.
Squeeze! Hold the milk! Hold!
Hold the milk. That's the call. Inside shot in a roll for Princeton. Melchione could not handle Ozier. And nobody got there in time to help.
Ozier's got that imposing size. 2 goals. Had a couple of assists as well. Ozier leaning in. 6'2", 200 pounds against Melchione. He's got about a 20-pound advantage. Look at him take the pounding with an accurate shot, not the fastest shot, but Virginia's got to help out here. This is a mismatch. Nice recognition by Princeton, and also good job of the Princeton offense to spread the field and give their man Ozier that entire field, that left side of the field to operate. He had the time, he had the space, and that's why Virginia was slow to go.
That's the kind of thing that Princeton doesn't give you. The slide back is so well orchestrated. They just shut down that kind of easy shot. Again, they control the face-offs, and that right now becomes the absolutely depressing part for Stars. 14-6, they lead in that category. When it's the 4th quarter, you're down by 2. You've got to win some face-offs.
That is 8 extra possessions already, and that's going to add up to a few goals. That's going to be the difference if they can continue that domination.
Zeller with a nice stick check. Hubbard asking for a penalty, not going to get it. Now another big customer taking the ball, and Lawrence Pitt, the freshman, 6'3", and he's got a short stick. Brad Hoyt, but again, maybe the best athlete playing defense out there.
Zeller's done a good job defensively against Hubbard. Hubbard has got 2 goals, 1 on extra man, and 1 early on a feed in transition.
Smith looking for help against Hoyt. Hoyt very comfortable keeping his feet in front of Smith. Smith getting more room. Princeton doing the same kind of one-on-one on the far side, looking to get an advantage of the wet slippery turf. McDonough, a little bit of space. Melchione again trying to hold him. McDonough, he's got it. 3-goal lead for Princeton.
And 3 goals from McDonough. Loves the right-handed dodge. He's got good speed. It takes him a while to get up to 3rd gear. Here he is. Watch the acceleration. Big kid. Accurate shot earlier. We saw him take that shot and put it high. That time he mixed it up and put it low. A senior. Step it up in the big game. Look at the accuracy right there. Very scoutable. We've seen McDonough do that move time and time again. It's real important to force him down the wing towards the corner of the field, because when he gets going straight towards the gauge, you're in trouble.
Grant, you got to come up with a face-off for Virginia if they want to stay in this game. They have not been successful. Finally, they pick one up. They get it back to Darren Mahoney. And you notice the last 2 possessions, both unassisted goal scoring. They're just isolating to the wing, trying to cause some confusion on the defensive slide. If they get a good shot, they take it. If not, they reset it.
And they're occupying off the ball, and they're spreading the field, really giving themselves a lot of space to work.
3-goal lead on the strength of 4 straight goals for Princeton. Grant can't handle. He's going to lose a possession here. Close call. Goes to Princeton.
James Mitchell, we talked about him off the face-offs. That time he got the inside position. Felt the pressure on his back, and he fell to the turf.
Eichelberger will inbound this one. to Pancho. They haven't scored a goal in 10 minutes. UVA has not Curry, the last one to score. Then it was 4 straight. Monsbach, Hubbard, Ozier, and McDonald. Too much time clearing the ball into their own offensive zone. Or offside was the call.
Rare mental error.
But the pressure gets to be very matter-of-fact right now. Virginia has some possession. They've got to get some pressure on Pancho Gutstein. 3 goals down. You can't waste too many of these offensive sets.
Princeton will sit back in their zone defense. They'll give him the outside shot. And let's see if Pancho can come up with a big save.
Rocket, and Pancho makes just what you called for. He looks it square in the face and pulls it down. Not wasting, not taking any time to set it up. You might want to move the goalie a little bit. He had some time to really spot that shot. It was a rocket, but savable, and he makes it. Princeton now, watch as they probably set up a little bit of an isolation, trying to get the right matchup, and then Virginia, short stick guy.
And they will take their time here. We've got 9:30 to go, but they're going to watch, they're going to look for the right matchup, and they're going to take their time and be very patient.
Let's watch Pancho square up on this one and just make the big save on the last shot.
They give him the outside shot against the zone defense, and he read that one earlier. We watched Pancho give up that goal.
Doug Knight comes in, finally gets the backdoor feed, and this guy owns the crease when he's airborne inside of it. The first goal of the day for Doug Knight couldn't come in a better time. 12-10 to score, they're back to a 2-goal game.
And that breaks some of the momentum. Pancho setting up on the right side, Knight sneaking in on the backside. He's a pit bull. He goes straight for the jugular, straight for the heart of the goal, and there he is. Knight always ends up on the ground.
He loves his, that's his shooting range. 18 inches. He
falls in the crease after every single shot.
The only guy I know with a shooting range of less than 3 feet. Virginia. Back to Sanderson. Big possession, and they get it. Oh, they give it away. Sanderson with a sloppy clear. Gives it back to Massey. That could be the game. This turns into a goal. Mark that on your VCR because that could be the possession that cost them the game. 20-8 face-offs. It's been absolute dominance by Princeton.
Hess and Mahoney. Mahoney has held his own.
Shot coming, just wide. Backed up beautifully by McBean. And that is really a killer. They got the face-off. They go back to Sanderson. They just scored a goal. You've got to follow it up with another offense, especially when you're a streaky scoring team like Virginia. The comfort zone was there on the offensive end, and Sanderson just threw it away. A little bit too soft on his outlet.
Momentum-wise, that is a huge play. They haven't won many face-offs.
Tommy Smith getting behind. Sanderson comes up, makes a big save. Referees didn't want to call it. Sanderson, nice save by him. Now let's see if they really protect the ball. They've got to take better care of it. Melchioni coming across. Out of bounds. Hubbard on the line.
Nice call. You can see his heels on the line, but Hubbard. Beautiful wrap check. Beautiful wrap check against Melchioni. Here it is again. Melchioni trying to run by Hubbard. Hubbard proving to be more than a scorer. Dislodges the ball right here. Watch his heels. Steps right on the line. Referee right in position. Here it is again. One-handed wrap check, reaches around. Melchioni loses it, but Hubbard tiptoeing the line. Referee in perfect position.
Another huge offensive set led by this senior, Timmy Whiteley. There's back door. They're looking at that zone that's been so effective. Whiteley, Knight to his left. Up top is Oki, and this is Watson. Wren comes on. Oki. As Knight moves across. Oki's got a little room. Throws it right into the stick of Dusty. That was really no pressure shot at all. Does not challenge him at all. Watch out. Hess can't pick it up. You know what that clear is all about. They've done it like 3 times. 7:45 left in the clock. Possession is critical. They've been throwing it right back to Virginia.
They are panicking on their clear. They got a circle. Look for the short stick. Look for the midfielders to run the ball over the midfield line.
And UVA has to make it count. They've got to put this right back in the net. They want to make this slot clear mean something. So far, they have not put any pressure on Gutstein. They had the one shot back door. But the shots out front, Gutstein's got the radar on. They're not hurting him there. Knight back to Whiteley. Bounce. That was not an intentional bounce pass. Curry up front. Watch Watson. He's going to crank it. He's got goal. It's a one-goal game. What a day for Watson.
Watson's got 5. You can see this one coming a mile away. Virginia did a good job getting the Princeton defense to rotate. The ball kicks to Watson, and watch, you can't lunge out at Michael Watson. Goes topside, look at the bounce shot. We have seen Watson mix up his shots. There's a reaction on the Virginia sideline. Starger keeping his cool. He has been the go-to guy today.
Watson has come up huge. Very big part of the second half. And again, face-off inside. Massey can't beat Sanderson. Sanderson with a huge save. Watch out for the clear. Fast break. Wahoos. Nothing on it to the right. They're running. They love to run and finish up with a gun. Let's see if they can connect. White over to Knight. Knight gets hammered. And that'll be a penalty on the sliding defense. James Mitchell goes to the box. It'll be the second extra man for UVA. Watch Sanderson.
Sanderson and Massey one-on-one. Stays big in the goal. Gets there at the last second. You can see him take that off the top of the plastic. And then at the other end, Mitchell coming in late against Doug Knight. Big turning point right there. Goal right there gives him that 2-goal cushion. We're only at that 1-goal cushion. That was a huge save.
They made the game with a 1-goal lead. You give it back, an extra man. This is their second look at the extra man. UVA not very comfortable, Quint, the first time they ran their extra man. Didn't really get a lot of good hard shots on Poncho. Let's see what adjustments they make.
No, it's always tough to have your first extra man in the second half. I think you'll see a better play, some better choreography by the Rockets.
They're shutting off Whiteley. They're taking Whiteley out of the game and going 5-on-4 in front. Whiteley behind the goal is being shut off. Basically a 5-on-4 in front. Let's see if UVA makes the adjustments. Brent wants it. Brent wide open. He'll crank. Looking for Rope. And it's a little bit wide left. Backed up by Strachton. And what a great move. They're there. Then you just get one shot. Whiteley fell asleep. Whiteley was there being covered and just totally fell asleep.
Whiteley became a spectator, and you got to credit Strutt anticipating that shot, and he beats him to the end line. A huge mental play by Strutt.
There's the lob clear. They've been doing it all day. They just throw it out of bounds. So it'll take time off. And then go out. Staying in. Launched back by Sanderson. Great move by him. Now UVA will take some time to get it up. They go to the far side to Thomas Smith.
That was a sweet pass by Sanderson.
Sanderson recognized it wasn't going to run. He had to hustle. There's a one-shot scoop. Whiteley now has to make up for that mistake. Whoa, the shot goes there, and Whiteley back to back up. You can better believe that Whiteley will not miss another backup opportunity. Up front, inside, oh. Timeout call by UVA. That was a tough one because it looked like they had a little bit of room there for 2 shots. They took it out of their hands by the coaches calling a timeout. Under 6 minutes to go. It's a 1-goal lead for Princeton. We'll be back to College Park in just a moment.
26 for 3 periods. 6 on.
UVA College Lacrosse. We're at Bird, Lee Felsmo, along with Quinn Kessling. Christy Lee's with us down in this great crowd. We've got 18 seconds left on this extra man play for Virginia and about 5:48 left in the game.
Good timeout by Starja and Virginia. Both teams with 1 timeout. Let's see if Virginia can get a shot. Princeton has mixed it up defensively. It looks like they're playing it straight up right now.
2 men on the crease for UVA. Now Mike comes off. Whiteley behind. Brand. Big shot up front. Curry takes it, but now the extra man is over. Team's at even strength. Curry had a good shot there. He went for the bounce, and it was a little high off the turf. Turf's hard to read with all the moisture it's taking. It's hard to know where the dry spots are or aren't.
Curry trying to mix it up.
Whiteley behind. Down to 5 minutes in the game. Princeton and White with the 1-goal lead. They beat Virginia 2 years ago, 9-8 in overtime. Curry dives. He's got it! This one's tied at 12.
Curry was a no-show in the first half, has carried with a hat trick in the second half. They have had success against the zone defense, dodging from that right-hander's position. Watson earlier, and now Curry. Take a look. He's looking to feed here, tucks his stick underneath, and then launches himself in front of the goal. Here's the reaction on the Virginia sideline. ties it up. Starsia with the timeout for the extra man. Really got control of his team, and they're focused.
And Virginia had the face-off there. They overrun the play. Check down, and they get the ball. Beautiful job by Wren. Hinter ran right by the face-off, and what a key possession. Game tied again at 12. UVA was down by 1 at the half. They came back to take a lead. But then Princeton got themselves ahead by 3. And since then, at that 12-9 point, Virginia has answered with 3 of their own.
The failure to clear late in this game has really hurt Princeton. They're up 12-9, and they have botched 4 straight clears.
Here comes UVA. Whiteley taking a rocket right there. He wants to win so bad. The last 3 goals scored by the big kingpins in Virginia. Knight, Watson, Curry.
Poncho holding his ground. He's tough on the pipes because of his size.
Fills it up, no question about it.
Whiteley will keep you honest, though.
UVA. Oh, Rand misses it. Wide open. Sliding, chipping. Smith can't get it. Finally tries to dump it back and just throws it away. Check puts it back down on the grass. This could be dangerous. Here's ball possession. Men in front. Wheeling inside and the push down. No call. Referees can't even follow the action. This is unbelievable. Princeton comes out. That could have been huge. They throw it out of bounds. Every time it's loose like that, in either end of the field, you have potential fast break and big pressure on the goal.
Virginia is so tough to clear against. Watson, Whiteley, Knight, they're just tenacious. They've got good quickness, and they'll give you a check. Watson dislodging the ball on the far sideline just with a hammer down to the long stick.
Under 4 minutes. This is obviously when each possession is going to count. 3 goals in 4 minutes for UVA. Watch in front. Cannon far side. Watson! And beat Poncho. Poncho just filled it up with that big frame of his. Bounce right to him. Wasn't as well placed as a lot of Watson's shots. He's had a great day. There's another clear gone wide. McDonough couldn't pull it in. Another chance for the Wahoos.
Princeton has got to change up their clear. Virginia doing a good job at making them make long passes. We've seen 2 60-yard passes, and with this crown, sometimes that's a tough pass to make and to handle. Time of possession certainly in the 4th quarter favored for Virginia because of that failure to clear.
Virginia could have pulled up their camp 12-9 there, up by 3. Princeton was, but failure to clear, giving the ball back to him, giving the ball back to him, and they made it count. 3 straight goals for them. Let's see if they can take the lead. It'll be the first time in a long time. Watson gives that to Curry. Big shooters out there. Tucker Ray the ball, moving it in. Watson, they'd like him to take the last shot. Princeton 2 of 7 clears this quarter, so they failed 5 times out of 7.
Princeton's got their 2 seniors in there right now, McBean and McDonough. They're veterans. Tierney, I think, sensing that some of his younger players aren't handling this pressure situation as well.
Look away, feed up top. Big zone, clamps it down. Backside is open. When they get it through, Princeton invites you to make that pass. Whiteley. Trailing players, Knight back door. Curry just pulls out a nice floating pass. Nice patience as they get it back to Whiteley. Rocket! Curry for that one. You hear the stick check that took it a little bit out of his range.
Curry has got just a fabulous field sense. Feels the seams of the zones, gets himself into a location where he can receive the pass and then take a good shot. Real smart player.
You can almost count when you play against a zone where Virginia wants to attack. If they make 4 passes successfully, you're probably going to hit an open man. Princeton hoping that you'll find one of their defensive sticks first. Whiteley trying to go behind him. He does. Right ball after Watson. Curry's up top. This is Curry. They seal him very quickly. Knight wants to take the game win. Up top, Rocket, and a big save by Poncho.
Let's see if Princeton can clear. This has been their Achilles heel in the 4th quarter.
This one looks pretty easy as they move to Beckett Wolf. This is their big guy with the long stick. He is a veteran. Timeout call. The last time out called by Princeton. They are out of timeouts. We'll take a short break. When we come back, the final 2 minutes. Princeton has the ball and a chance to win. Number 1! be a 12-12 game. We've got 2 minutes left. Princeton with the ball. Tierney talked to us earlier about what his winning play would be.
We've got a little play that we've been working on all year long, and everybody thinks we'll go to Jesse, which we will, but it's going to have a little addition to that. You might see Jeff McBean, have the ball on his stick for the last one. See.
We will see. There's Tierney right now. He called the timeout. His last timeout, he has to win it right here. He wants to win it right here. He's got possession, but, Quint, it's not that easy.
First things first, 2:04 left. They've got a hold. If they're looking to take one more shot at it, they've got a hold here for over a minute and a half before they decided to go to the cage. So let's see if they go into their stall offense right away and hold for the last shot, or they pick a matchup and attack.
Melchione has had a little trouble staying on his feet. He's the short stick defender to Melchione on Eichelberger. Now they get up front. They're taking a little bit of air out of the ball. This is Hess. He's staying in the box. They're going to hold it for a little while. Boyd great defense here. And the ball down. Can Hoyt get it? He's got to get up and rag. Good ride, but look at the pressure that Ozer took to get the ball back. Great job by Princeton. Eichelberger. Taking their time, setting it up. Eichelberger now back on the ball. He's going against short stick defender Melchione. Melchione has had trouble keeping his feet on some of these. The grass is wet.
Princeton's out of timeouts. Virginia has one left.
This will be their last chance to win it in regulation. Up to McBean. This is where it might start. Got a minute left. Big check. Man caught. Goes back to McBean. Watch out. He's got room. He doesn't want to do it yet. Well schooled. Tierney's team is going to take and hold the ball as he told them to about 30 seconds left. Eichelberger comes back. They want to win it here. They don't want to give it back to Whiteley and company, who are back on the other side of the field, absolutely waiting. Eichelberger comes in. Stick check is clean. Ball's loose. Comes out. Up top. Watch out. McBean. McBean for the win. Sanderson with a big save. Ball goes to Virginia. Now they change it. They first said Virginia, but it couldn't be because they backed it up perfectly, as you'd expect. Starsia arguing the call. They'll have another chance. 30. Now it's all business, Quinn. 30 seconds left.
30 seconds. Let's see what kind of play they set up. Keep your eye on Hubbard up top. Number 16 for the right-handed cut with some picks in front.
Ozer. Watch the slide coming. You see the clock in regulation. Hess from behind. Great stick check. Ball loose. Lead down to 10 seconds. They've still got time. Ball still loose. Losing their opportunity, but still have time though. 2-1. Regulation ends. Game tied at 12. Virginia with a great defense. Tierney likes it. He'll take his chances in OT, just like he did in 1994. They won 9-8. And today, it'll go to OT again.
The Virginia defense holds. Mahoney doing a fabulous job. Smith and Zeller covering the cutters. Eichelberger going to the cage earlier. Almost turned it over, but Princeton got the loose ball. McBean missed the cage. Face-off will be crucial.
We'll take a short break when we come back. A 4-minute period of sudden death. Tierney can't believe it. He lost the chance, but he'll have another. We'll be right back. It's a bird. Back at Byrd Stadium, it looks like the rain has stopped. It's a little bit of water on the field, but the overtime's getting ready to start. Let's flash back to 1994. It was an 8-8 game as it went into overtime. The play was set up for a crease shot. It missed. It went to Kevin Lowe. He gets the follow-up, backed up perfectly as they do at Princeton, and that was the winning shot in 1994. Princeton beats UVA 9-8 in OT. Today, the outcome yet to be decided. We've gone 4 quarters, and it's 12-12.
Face-off is huge. We're in sudden death. All it takes is one goal, a lot of pressure on the goaltenders, a lot of pressure on the face-off specialist. It'll be Mitchell for Princeton, who has been dominating with 20 wins and only 9 losses. Virginia has rotated some players in. Let's see who they come out with.
Overtime history of these two teams.
7 championships have gone into overtime, most recently in 1994.
It's a great environment for the best in the game of lacrosse. Quite an event here for the NCAA championship weekend. Semifinals on Saturday, Division III finals, and Division I finals that you are witnessing here. Sanderson What a half he's had. A great game. He has done everything they've asked him to do. He will not be the deciding factor because his game has been up to par. The last few faceoffs, Virginia has looked better with a lot of wing help. Let the back control. Easy face-off victory for Princeton. And a timeout called. First timeout for Princeton. They will set up yet another winning opportunity.
And Mitchell has done it all day. 21 wins, 9 losses. He has been the difference as far as time of possession is concerned. We're tied up, but Mitchell certainly with an awesome effort.
UVA now having to do the very tough task of stopping them on that. They held them defensively for 2 minutes before this overtime period. Now the ball's back. They've got to do it again. If Virginia happens to get the ball back, we want to show you. We heard Tierney on his. If Virginia gets it back, Timmy Whiteley will tell us what he thinks they'll do to win this game.
We call a play called Jumanji. It's a 1-4-1, and we set it up with he has a dummy dodge up top, and you just have the 2 attackmen, Doug and Michael, curl around off picks. Usually find them. I guess we beat Brown in overtime with that play, and Michael scored the game winner, and we could go the other way with Doug.
Well, it might be tough against the zone. The 1-4-1, though, will give you some opportunity inside. You've got to be tough against the zone, though.
Yeah, against the zone, you'd probably swing it behind a Whiteley. We'll see, though. They've got to play defense first, though.
Big opportunity here for Princeton to win it in OT. It was the same end of the field in that tape you just saw from '94 as you see Watson come out.
5 goals for Michael Watson today. But all the pressure right now on the Virginia defense. They had a 2-minute stop late in the ballgame. Princeton could not get the goal. Look for Princeton now to isolate the matchups. They've got McBean and Lauren Smith out there. It'll be interesting to see who they attack and win.
Well, Lauren Smith will get the ball with Ginter, the long pole on him. You know Brad Hoig is out there, and when is his matchup? He is on McBean. They're trying to get McBean free. Hess comes up to set a pick for McBean. Lauren Smith, there's a pick by McBean. Big check over, good check, no call. Push will be called. They won't take it away with an extra man. The referee wants to put this in an extra man situation. Tierney wants it, they won't get it. It'll be a possession call, goes back to Princeton.
Virginia is trying to match up Ginter on the ball. He's the best checker up top. He's a takeaway specialist.
Slide coming in. Lighted up to Yoni. Now out to Lauren Smith, the big guy, against Brad Hoig. Smith with the side to watch out in front for the win! Championship, Princeton 96. Brad Hoig cannot believe it. Watson did everything he could. Princeton just did all the little things that accumulate over the period of the game, like face-offs, and it took its toll.
Face-off just enabled them to get this last possession in sudden death. Lauren Smith finding Hubbard inside with a 13-12 victory. The 3rd national championship in the 90s for Princeton.
And they have never lost if they've gotten to this game. They are 3-0 in championship games with Tierney. You saw Smith there for a moment. 2 great squads giving it all they could. Great day for Princeton Lacrosse.
Poncho Gutstein coming off the bench in the second half. Sanderson certainly held his own down the stretch.
The amazing thing is, Quentin, we'll see these same cast of characters almost, except for Whiteley predominantly, on the field next year.
Oh, Princeton's scary. That attack, 3 sophomores.
Let's take a look at the winning shot.
Lauren Smith dodging left hand. You'll see Hubbard. Hubbard on a front swing, beating Sanderson. Lauren Smith, nice look in front. Little slow off-ball defense by Virginia, and Hubbard makes it count.
One of the great things about Hubbard is he gets great location. That one had the best.
This is a team we're going to be seeing for the next couple of years. And Sanderson, that's such a tough save in sudden death overtime with all the pressure of the world.
We'll talk about this in the 49 Sunday. Get inside! Get in!
take home the championship for 1996, and Virginia did everything but win this game. Ginter, with his takeaway checks at the end of the game, had the ball on the ground, could not get the possession.
And Virginia battled back. It was Princeton up 12-9. Virginia came storming back to tie it up 12-12. Give him a lot of credit. Coach Bill Tierney, his third national championship.
We'll be back with final comments on our ESPN coverage of the championship in Division I lacrosse. Stay with us. It's a win for Princeton.
Good start early up.
Marcioni, I think it's the guy.
Yeah! Who wants to shake hands first?
Bird Stadium, the successful and victorious Princeton Tigers. What a day for them. They play perfectly, Quentin, and that's the secret to this team. They just don't make many mistakes.
They got out to a good start early, up 3-0. At halftime, it was 6-5. And then in the third quarter, offensive explosion for Princeton. They scored 4 goals in a row in the third quarter, beginning of fourth quarter to go up 12-9. But Virginia battled back. Princeton had problems clearing the ball late, and we went into overtime.
And then, of course, Princeton had 2 chances to win it. One at the end of regulation, as we look at Dom Starsia. And at the beginning of OT, they set up a play. Virginia did a great job of defending it. Got it on the grass, couldn't get the possession.
No, they couldn't. And James Mitchell for Princeton just doing a great job controlling the faceoffs all day, really, which led to this possession in sudden death overtime. They won the faceoff, called timeout, and set up a play.
Let's take another look at the winning goal. It starts with the big freshman, 6'3", Lawrence Smith.
Lawrence Smith, only a freshman, dodging against Hoig. Hoig does a great job forcing him down the wing, but Hubbard swings around front. Slow defense right there. You can't give Hubbard that shot. Here it is again. Hoig, nice job in front. Hubbard with the righty cannon. We've seen him light it up. Game-winning goal. Hubbard opened the scoring up in the first quarter and ends it in overtime. And Princeton wins their 3rd national championship. It's an every other year thing, it seems, for this Princeton team. 1992, 1994, and 1996.
This is the first #1 ranked team, #1 seeded team to win this one since, I think, about 4 years now. For 4 straight years, it was the #3 seed, which Virginia was, and took home the championship. They gave this crowd everything you could expect. A beautiful job of top-level lacrosse. Hubbard getting the winning goal, as you might expect. If you came in and wrote the script, you'd say, well, Hubbard's going to be the go-to guy. And they found a way to get him the ball. Dom Starsia frustrated yet again, but he is one of the best with a fantastic program at UVA.
This program, they are fun to watch. I love the way they've been playing lacrosse this season. Run and gun style, beautiful goals. Knight and Watson are recreating that attack position.
So that'll do it from Bird Stadium. For Quinn Kesnick, Christy Lee, I'm Lee Felsmo. It was a tremendous day of lacrosse in the NCAA championships. The Princeton Tigers win it in OT, 13-12.